Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be somewhat of a versus type of video, since we're getting into the first season now for The Last of Us. Viewer requested video. Let's compare so far The Last of Us versus The Walking Dead. Alright dudes, so I thought this was a good video to go ahead and do with you for comparison between the two series, as comparisons between the two can't really be helped. You know it's going to, eventually we're going to do this. Let's just do it right now. Let's just do it right away. Since Last of Us is off to a great start. We've seen the first couple of episodes now, and I think everybody, enjoys it. Even people who played the video game series, really love it. Faithful to the game and everything, and are enjoying it so far. So we only have 2 episodes of Last of Us so far. The Walking Dead obviously ran for 177 episodes of the original run series and just finished in November 2022. So now we're in 2023. We got Last of Us starting up. We got some Walking Dead spin-off series going, 3 in particular, that are going to be starting this year after the end of the original Walking Dead TV series. So this is a good time to do Last of Us. Walking Dead has ended now. The original run series, the spin-offs are going to go, but there's nothing for Walking Dead on now. Perfect time for Last of Us to go ahead and show its first season. So first season I think is listed for 9 episodes. At least the wiki has it listed for 9. The first season of The Walking Dead was a 6-episode pilot season, 6-episode run for season 1 of The Walking Dead. Now obviously The Last of Us is probably not going to last as long as the Walking Dead television series did. I don't think we're going to be seeing 177 episodes of The Last of Us and spin-off series and a companion series with Fear the Walking Dead. I don't think that we're going to see anything like that for Last of Us, but maybe 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons based on the content of the video game, and then maybe after that, we can see if HBO thinks it's worth it to do something else with the license afterwards, after they've completed the video game content that they have laid out ahead of time here. So that's the first thing right away. I don't think any of us are expecting to see, Last of Us last as long as the Walking Dead original TV series did. And if you add in all the spin-offs, I just don't think that we're going to see that kind of library created for The Last of Us based on its video game source material. That said, you never know. HBO could do more with it, and it could have a really good run. It's off to a great start with these first 2 episodes. First episode called When You're Lost in the Darkness. Second episode called Infected. Walking Dead had Days Gone By, and it had Guts as its first 2 episodes. Right away for Last of Us, some of the things that stand out to me best about the series, I think it has a really cool new take on a dystopian type of series with this kind of fungus type of pandemic. Walkers, fungus, zombies, fungus, biters, fungus, mutants, fungus creatures. It's just very cool. So they're sort of zombie-esque in a lot of ways, but they have their differences with their hive mind, and they have their own unique kind of deal that's different enough from the zombie apocalypse type of genre to distance itself enough from it, but yet at the same time also having a lot of similar vibes to zombie apocalypse series. And let's say right off the bat here, my take anyway is that The Walking Dead original run series is the best media that's ever been created for the zombie apocalypse genre. So going all the way back to the days of George Romero and the start of zombie apocalypse movies with the Dead trilogy and the others that he did afterwards, different comics, movies, everything, novels written for zombie apocalypse dystopian series, World War Z, all the other stuff. I really do think that The Walking Dead is the best that zombie apocalypse has to offer up to this point. If you prefer the TV series or comic, whatever you prefer, but in terms of like a portfolio, in terms of a library, The Walking Dead is the best zombie apocalypse a series or media to exist up to this point. I don't think The Last of Us has the potential in it to change that or to do anything like that, and that's okay. I think that it's just a very fun take on the type of genre, dystopian future type of apocalyptic type of story. And different enough to make it cool. Now, in terms of the series, in terms of the premiere, I think it's had a really great premiere with the first 2 episodes, and I'm excited to see the rest of the first season. I wouldn't be too surprised if the first season of Last of Us might be better than the first season of Walking Dead was. It is 13 years later now since the first season of The Walking Dead aired. The first season of Walking Dead was only 6 episodes. It was still great. You have a lot of legendary characters there, but it did take time for us to get attached to those characters. It wasn't right away. I think right away Joel and Ellie are awesome leads for Last of Us, and great characters so far. So we'll see how things kind of unfold here for Last of Us. I think it's going to have a great run. I think it's going to have its own fan base, and I think it's great in its own right. In terms of quality, you can see the environments probably look better than The Walking Dead. If you watch episode 2, Infected, I think the environment shots are better than what The Walking Dead was in its first season when it started. Last of Us has a better environment. It has a more interactive and cooler environment. It doesn't have that many characters compared to The Walking Dead's original, a set of characters and everybody that was involved. The Last of Us so far is very streamlined as far as its characters are concerned. I'll say that I think in terms of quality, maybe there's an argument that could be made that when this first season ends, that it's better than the first season of the original Walking Dead series. But we'll see after the second season how we compare it. I think it's probably going to be like HBO. A lot of HBO's series are very quality, so they're very high in quality, but they don't always do that much as far as quantity goes. So they kind of, cut the story short, or they give it a definitive ending pretty quickly. They don't have something go for 12 full years or something like the original Walking Dead series lasted for. So that's my comparison so far. I enjoy both. You guys know I'm Walking Dead purist, so obviously I do prefer Walking Dead, but I can definitely understand if anybody watches Last of Us and is like, it looks cooler, maybe I like Joel better than Rick or something, Ellie is cooler than Carl or something. I kind of get that. But let's see what they do with Last of Us. Let's see how it how it continues through the end through the rest of its first season. It's intrigued me so far, better than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I don't think that we should put the expectation on it that it's going to be even bigger than Walking Dead or so. I really don't. I don't see it. I don't think so. Comments below. What do you guys think? Last of Us so far, just a couple episodes in, but premiere anyway, beginning anyway. Last of Us versus Walking Dead. Where are you at? That's it for this video, guys. See you again soon for another Trev saying peace there, guys. See you soon.